Hello, welcome to this tutorial on how to model a wavy slatted facade using Grasshopper in Rhino. So, to begin, I want to create that slatted facade onto this face here. To do that, I've just got a layer called reference surface to reference in some geometry that we'll need in Grasshopper. So to start, I'll simply draw a line from connecting one end of the top to the other, and the same at the bottom. Then I'll just simply loft them. Cool. And then I'll just select all the objects on that layer and move it out by about 1 mil just to stop that clashing from happening. Okay. So first what we want to do is essentially divide up the top and bottom curves and create lines in between them to represent our slats. So I'll grab in some curve components. I'll grab 2 of them, and I'll just set the first one as this top one and this bottom one as the bottom one. Now we want to create divisions in these curves. So I'll just grab divide curve, plug that one in, and now we see this curve has been divided. But I want a lot more slats, so I'll need more divisions. So I'll set the count to be 150. I'll then duplicate this component and just reference the bottom curve in while keeping the number of divisions the same. Now we want to essentially connect each one of these top points to the bottom points and create lines between them. So we can just grab a line component, create a line between 2 points. The top one will be our start points and the bottom one will be our end points. Cool. Now what we want to do, first I'll just hide these to clean it up a bit. We want to draw a wavy line on this surface to reference as our extruded piece that our slats will connect to. So just back in Rhino, I'll use the command interp curve on surface. So now you just select the surface you'd like to draw on, and you can draw your curve. I think that looks good. So now what we want to do is essentially find a way to reference this curve so that we get the points of intersection between this line and this line. To do that, we can grab a curve component, this one here, and so this one solves intersection events for 2 curves. So the first curve will be these ones that we already have, and the second one, we'll just grab a curve component and reference in this curve that we just drew. Great, now you can see all these points represent the intersections between this curve and this one. Okay, so now I'll just grab a points component just to clean it up a little bit. We have these points. We can hide these. Now what we want to do is essentially move all these points perpendicular to this face. However, I've got my model drawn to true north for the real building, so I can't just move it in the Y direction. So first I'll grab a move component, and we can see that the move is going in the Z direction, so it just moves it up a little bit, but I want to move it perpendicular to this face. So what we can do is actually build a vector for it. So just grab a vector 2 points component, and now it's asking for point A and point B. So back in Rhino, I'll draw in 2 points on this face, and in this way it's perpendicular to our surface.